And Kevin from Films and Fermentation.
If you love comedy, movies, and a good drink in hand, then you need to check out the Pod Nation Media Network.
It's home to a variety of amazing podcasts covering everything from pulp culture to history and, of course, movies like ours.
And the best part, Pod Nation Media Network is featured on Roku, so you can stream your favorite podcasts anytime.
Alongside Films and Fermentation, you'll find other fantastic shows like the KJ&A podcast, The Undiscovered Entrepreneur, Real Sharks, and so many more.
So grab a drink, press play, and join the fun with Pod Nation Media Network.
Because everything's better with a little comedy, movies, and booze.
Learn more by going to linktree.com/podnationpods.
Films and fermentation, movies and inebriation with films and fermentation, comedy mixed with taste elevation. Films and fermentation with Leo, Batman, and Mike.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Films and Fermentation. We are back with another new episode. Tonight is episode 225. We're looking at the career of Eddie Murphy from SNL to Beverly Hills Cop, a legendary acting career from one of the premier comedians in American entertainment. We are Films and Fermentation, a movie and alcohol podcast, number one beer podcast on Good Pods. I'm Leo.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mike.
We're three friends like talk shit about movies while getting shit-faced. Before we get into this episode, gentlemen, we have a new sponsor joining us, and I'm going to play the ad for you guys now. I figured since they're new, we might as well, throw them in at the very beginning of the show. So here is our new sponsor.
It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. It rubs the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Silky smooth, yes, precious. Buffalo Bill's body lotion. Put the lotion in the basket.
I saw that.
I saw it earlier. I had to figure out where I ripped that off from and give that person credit in the show notes or something, but I saw it on TikTok and I'm like, oh, I'm putting that in tonight.
Well, there goes our monetization for this one.
Yeah. Put the lotion in the basket. So this is not a Silence of the Lambs episode, despite that little, joke we played there. This is the Eddie Murphy episode. This week on Films and Fermentation, we're talking about a man who dominated stand-up, movies, and box office before most of us finished middle school. Eddie Murphy. From leather-clad comedy specials that absolutely could not be made today, to characters so iconic they're still being quoted at family gatherings, Murphy's career is nothing short of legendary. We're diving into the hits, the misses, the talking animals, and the era when every studio executive said, just get Eddie. It's a career built on fearless comedy, massive charm, and the confidence to play every role himself if necessary. So grab a drink, laugh responsibly, and join us as we celebrate one of the most unstoppable runs in entertainment history. Don't forget to drop us an email, filmsandfermentation@gmail.com, or visit linktree.com/filmsandfermentation. Find all of our social media and podcast links. You can watch us on the Pod Nation Media Network on Roku. You can also watch us on YouTube and on Rumble. I also like to send out one more thank you to Bobby DeMars, who was on our episode last week. He is the founder of Blind Barrel's Whiskey. If you are looking forward to trying some new independent whiskey distilleries, check out blindbarrels.com. And he also is the producer of a documentary called The Business of Amateurs, which is on Tubi right now. So check it out. Bobby, again, thank you for coming on our show last week.
Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah. We are independent. Yeah, we are an independent podcast, which means we are listener supported. So please consider joining our Patreon for as little as $1 a month. receive members-only content. For $1 a month, you get archived episodes, you get movie reviews, and for $3 a month, you get access to our web series, Adventures in Podcasting, and Mike's web series, Expedition Beer. I actually posted 2 new Adventures in Podcasting cartoons today. Check them out. They're kind of funny. You can also buy our merchandise, teespring.com, or text us at 904-867-4466. What are we drinking tonight? Gentlemen, Mike and I are just getting over the hangover from last week.
Tell me about it.
Well, I might be joining your hangover from last week with the selection that I have today. Sorry, it was a little high. Tonight I'll be enjoying a Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Cocoa Porter. This is beer of bourbon country. I'm trying to see if there's the Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company. This is 8% alcohol by volume. There's no real description. I'm guessing it'll be bourbon flavored and cocoa flavored. Megan, my wife, had it a couple weeks ago, and she said it was quite good. I think I may have given this to you gentlemen.
Yeah, Mike and I have each drank a bottle of our own over the last couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's overly powering chocolate, so because I finished it.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely taste the bourbon in it, though.
Yeah, you definitely taste the bourbon.
Well, this is one that I'm sure Mike won't be able to enjoy. This is from my Christmas gift from Megan, the Mystery 12. This is from Dewey Beer Brewing. It's called Bake Club Coconut Custard Pie Beer. It is 12% alcohol by volume, Imperial Stout. It's got toasted coconut, vanilla, and graham cracker flavor. And coming out of Milton, Delaware. But I'm guessing it's close enough to Dewey that it's considered Dewey Beer Company related. So I'll be enjoying that.
12%?
12%.
12%?
12%.
That's stronger than the bourbon barrel one?
Yes.
That's ridiculous. Holy shit.
Let me say, there's nothing wrong with the flavors there that I wouldn't like. It's just maybe too sweet for me.
Yeah.
You lost me at coconut.
I didn't know which. I couldn't remember which one of us was anti-coconut.
I am anti-coconut.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you got going on?
I'm going easy tonight. I'm only doing 7.5% alcohol by volume. My bourbon orange smash from Devil's Backbone. And it's probably the only one I'm drinking tonight.
I am drinking a Coke Zero that I got from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, not a sponsor, Films and Fermentation. And I am spiking my Coke Zero with the last of my Old Smoky Tennessee strawberry lemonade whiskey.
Oh.
Little shot here and there. So I have a little bit left. I'm killing that bottle tonight. All right, let's play some music now.
This week in film history with Mike. This week in film history with Mike.
You know,
Mike, I haven't looked at any of these yet, so these should all be surprises to me.
You know, by this time last week, I was already 3 sheets to the win. 1893, Thomas Edison completes the world's first movie studio in West Orange, New Jersey.
I wonder who he stole that idea from.
1918 silent film, Tarzan of the Apes. The first film adaptation of the novel premieres at Broadway Theater, New York City, starring Jordan Griffith and Elmo Lincoln.
I did not even know that there was a silent film Tarzan of the Apes. I mean, the first one I remember is the serials that they used to do in the 30s.
Johnny Weissmuller.
Johnny Weissmuller's, yeah, and that's like ones I'm gonna look it out and see if I can find the silent film one. Check it out. Next one.
1920, Walt Disney starts work as an artist for KC Slide Company for $40 a week.
Ooh, that was a lot in 1920. Pretty good salary. All right.
1926, John Logie Baird gives the first public demonstration of television in his laboratory in London.
Yeah, didn't they do something like this on Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Yeah, next one.
1931, See Lights, American silent romantic comedy film directed by Charlie Chaplin, starring himself and Virginia Sherrill, premieres in Los Angeles Theater.
Yeah, Virginia Sherrill was an actress who was in a number of Charlie Chaplin films. This is a good one, City Lights. It's one of Chaplin's better ones.
All right, 1931, Cimarron, directed by Wesley Ruggles and starring Richard Dix and Richard Dix. God, what
Dix.
and Irene Dunn. Premieres in New York. First Western to win Best Outstanding Production Picture, 1931.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of it and never seen it.
You gotta watch Dix.
You gotta check out Dix and Cimarron. I know the next one.
And 1964, Dr. Strangelove, directed by Stanley Kubrick and starring Peter Sellers and George C. Scott, premieres.
Mm-hmm. I love Dr. Strangelove.
Mm-hmm.
I love the behind the scenes story that George C. Scott wanted to play it straight, and Kubrick told him just to do one take that was goofy each time, and those are the takes that he used in the film without telling George C. Scott. I remember this.
1984, Michael Jackson is burned during filming a Pepsi commercial. Now he drinks soda.
Yeah, I remember that. I was 7, but I remember that.
1999, Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy first airs on Fox TV.
Still going strong now.
Yeah.
After being canceled and revived, it's still going strong.
2014, The Lego Movie, a computer animated film based on Lego toys with voices including Chris Pratt and Will Ferrell, premieres in Los Angeles.
I don't think I've ever seen this movie in its entirety. Mm-mm.
I feel like you would enjoy this one.
Yeah.
I
No,
would-
and you know what?
You
It's
saw the Batman
called
one,
Lego
right?
Batman, which I thought was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, well, Lego Batman's in there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Lego Batman's one of the characters. Now, if this movie wasn't as successful as it was, you probably wouldn't have gotten a Lego Batman.
Right.
And this, I think I like the Lego Batman one better. I think that one's funnier. But
Mhm.
the Lego movie's not bad. It's got some pretty funny moments in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I think I got to catch it sometime. And now I have a
It's
kid.
probably a
I
fun
can-
one to. Yeah, I was gonna say to watch with Nolan. He'd probably he'd at least be mesmerized by the colors. So, last one, sir.
2018 Marvel film Black Panther, directed by Ryan Coogler.
Coogler. Yep.
And starring Chadwick Boseman, premieres in Los Angeles.
Mm.
One of the better Marvel films, and Ryan Coogler I'll be talking about in my movie updates in a little bit. So
Nice.
all right, beer news is next. We actually have some beer news this week.
Kevin's here, he's here for beer. He's got news, it's beer news with Kevin. Kevin.
I feel like
Oh.
every time you drop an article that says like there's always a spill somewhere involving beer, and I almost think it's like purposeful because like you can just run away with the beer. All right.
Oh,
Go ahead,
it should bring a tear to your eye, you know, the Golden Rivers flow. This one is out of Wheat Ridge, Colorado. We have a semi truck that rolled over and spills their Coors Banquet beer all over I-70. Semi truck blew a tire, causing a truck to tip over on the highway on Highway 58 and fly over to eastbound I-70. 2 roads I know nothing about. The driver of the semi truck was injured Wednesday night after a rollover in Wheat Ridge. The crash happened at about 11 p.m. Wednesday on Highway 58 flyover to eastbound Interstate 70, according to Wheat Ridge police. The semi truck blew a tire, causing the truck to tip over, police said. The driver of the truck was taken to the hospital, according to police. The condition of the driver was not given. Hundreds of beers and dozens of kegs that the truck was hauling spilled onto the highway over Youngfield Street, police said. The roadway was closed for about 5 hours while men were licking up the beer. No, about 5 hours as crews cleaned up the debris. There were Coors Banquet cans scattered all across the highway. There are some images if you click on the link that I enclosed in our show notes. So we are hoping the driver gets well soon. We're hoping the beer, recovers. So
I'm just a little confused. Usually 18-wheelers, semis, they got gold wheels in the backs.
mhm.
One tire blowing shouldn't do this.
No, I guess not. But here we are.
And I'm
it could
I'm
have
looking
been-
at this picture in the article of like the kegs and the bottles and all that, and it looks like Smaug's treasure room from the Hobbit films.
Okay, our next story comes from us from Portland, Oregon. Columbia Breakside teams up for beer made with bear poop for the Super Bowl. Soon, Portland's Big Pipe won't be the only water overflowing with poop. Two local businesses, Columbia Sportswear and Breakside Brewing, are teaming up for the Super Bowl to create a beer made with bear poop. Dubbed Nature Calls. Oh, great name. Great name. Columbia
So,
says
like,
that they're
I'm always ready to fall for the name of a beer, but if
not
I saw that the ingredient was bear poop, even I have a limit.
No. No.
Columbia says that bear poop beer is likely the first in brewing history. No shit.
No,
Make the
there
odd-
is shit. There is shit.
Would have
Literally.
been the title of the article.
To make the odd concoction, Columbia said they sent people into the woods to collect American black bear scat, which was then introduced to brewing water at Breakside Brewing. Breakside then made the water safe to drink and turned it into a beer, which is described as a lager with notes of huckleberry and honey. Yeah, boo boo. When we say engineered for whatever, we mean whatever.
My whiskey.
There's a bear shit in my beer.
Say Joe Boyle, brand president at Columbia Sportswear. If Mother Nature hurls bear poop at us, we'll ferment it into a frosty pint. From the inside of a bear to your mouth, we're making nature's crap easier to swallow. The
Are you
beer
sure
will
this
be
is real, not an AI generated article?
The beer will be available at Levi Stadium at the Columbia booth during the players' tailgate in Santa Clara for the Super Bowl. But for locals who want to taste, it will be served at local Breakside breweries around Oregon. Man, you
Fans
gotta get
fans
really
and
high to
tailgate.
take that drink.
I'm thinking, how's the beer? Tastes like shit.
Then we're doing our job.
Oh,
Nicely. What's that coffee? The Popey Luwak, the one's made from cat shit.
yeah.
God. Ugh.
That's funny.
And lastly, gentlemen, this comes out of Kansas City, Missouri. So the story is Kansas City considers ban on small liquor bottles and beer in high crime areas. Some Kansas City officials want to ban the sale of single-serve small liquor bottles and beer in certain high-crime areas of the city. The proposed ordinance would affect liquor up to 35% alcohol in containers under 7 ounces, including half pints. Single-serve beers would also face restrictions requiring containers larger than 40 ounces for sale. The ban would not apply citywide. It would only affect stores and with liquor licenses in the Prospect Corridor, Independence Avenue parts of downtown, and Blue Ridge and Midtown. Lace Klein, director of public safety, for the mayor's office, said the ban is aimed at specific products that fuel violence in these areas. There's research out there that suggests that by reducing the sales of certain products, you can improve public safety related issues, public disorder issues, and quality of life issues, Klein said. Klein spoke at Tuesday's Board of Police Commissioners meeting, outlining how the ordinance would work. It would restrict the sale of individual mini bottles of alcohol, which would be half pints, nips, airplane bottles of hard liquor that has an ABV of 35% or more. It would also restrict the individual sale of malt beverages, which does include beer, under Kansas City's ordinance that have a container size of 40 ounces or less. Empty small bottles are commonly found around gas stations and bus stops throughout the affected areas. Store managers report that customers frequently, one manager telling KTV 60% of their customers regularly purchase the shot bottles. The goal through the ordinance is that by restricting the sales, which have been linked to the increased disorder in the areas, that by putting in this type of prohibition, we would see name credit stability where we're not getting voluntary cooperation from stores, Klein said.
What I see here is what's to stop people from
Going outside of that area.
going outside of those areas to buy the alcohol, and then now you're bringing some of that
into the areas that
areas,
don't. Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. Lamont Dunn, who lives off of Prospect Avenue, said that it's a people problem, not a product problem. They're going to go somewhere else and get them and come back here, Dunn said, or get them and cause trouble in other areas of the city. Klein said officials studied similar bans in Washington and California before developing the proposal. The mayor is expected to introduce the ordinance in council next week. So I don't know if that's the best way to handle issues, behavioral issues.
I say give them more alcohol and beer because then they'll be too drunk to cause crime.
They'll black out. You could film it and sell it, win money off of AFE.
How about put your time and effort in more police presence?
Surely not, Michael. What are you thinking?
Law and Order.
Law and Order. I watch that show. All right, I'm going to do some.
It's because I'm the wired up type. Just shoot first and ask questions later.
All right, I have some movie updates this week.
Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates with Leo. Movie updates Leo.
I'm going to go backwards on mine here. I have a movie recommendation. HBO Max just released a 2-part documentary series about Mel Brooks.
Okay.
It's called Mel Brooks, the 99-Year-Old Man.
Are we sure there's a second part? Because History of the World was supposed to have a second part, and it eventually did.
There is actually 2 parts. They are available right now. They are produced and written by Judd Apatow, who interviews Mel Brooks in the documentary now as a 99-year-old man. And I watched the first half so far. I haven't watched the second half yet because each documentary is an hour and a half. So I watched the first one, which covered his early life up until the success of Blazing Saddles, and then the second half is from there to later in his life. And the first half was excellent. It was funny. It was informative. I learned some things that I didn't know about him from before, even though I've seen other documentaries about his life. This one was very intimate because he was the one telling the stories. So far I really, really like it, and I'm looking forward to watching the second half probably this weekend. But outside of that, Oscars were announced this past week, and I'm somebody who's actually a fan of the Oscars. I try to watch as many of the Oscar films as I can. I'm a little behind this year. I have to get moving on that. But these were the nominees that were announced this week. Some surprises, some that I wasn't surprised by. Best Picture nominees, they're going with the 10 picture thing again. Begonia, which is a film directed by Yorgos Lanthimos, starring Emma, what's her name? Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the third film she's done with him, and I'm calling this the trilogy of films where Yorgos Lanthimos tortures Emma Stone. Between Poor Things, Kinds of Kindness, and this movie, it's I don't know why she likes working with this guy.
She likes
In this movie, she shaves her head. F1, the racing film with Brad Pitt.
Wasn't that based off of a video game? Or am I thinking of something else?
I mean, it could be. I have no idea. I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure. But this is like the popcorn pick this year. This was like the big budget movie that did really well at the box office that they were like, throwing a bone to. Frankenstein by Guillermo del Toro, which was, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. Not going to win Best Picture, but it's good. Hamnet, which is a story about Shakespeare's son. Marty Supreme, which is the latest Timothée Chalamet film. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent, which is a foreign film. I don't know much about it. Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Of the movies on this list, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 so far, so I got some catching up to do. I think Sinners should win. It's my favorite movie of the year so far, but I don't think it's going to win. I think it's going to be One Battle After Another. Director Ryan Coogler, who we just talked about from Black Panther, is nominated for directing Sinners. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Josh Safdie for Marty Supreme. Joaquin Trier for Sentimental Value. And Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. This one's going to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. I'm like 100% sure of it. Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan for Sinners for playing 2 different roles. Timothée Chalamet and Marty Supreme. Leo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another. Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. I would like to see this go to Michael B. Jordan because, I mean, the man did play 2 different characters in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so good at each role that they seemed like 2 different people on screen. I didn't at any time think, oh, it's Michael B. Jordan twice. Like, I actually thought it was twin brothers. But I think this is going to go to Timothée Chalamet this year. I just feel like it's his year. Best Actress, Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Renati Renzvi for Sentimental Value. Emma Stone for Begonia. Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue. From all accounts, this is Jessie Buckley from Hamlet winning this one because every story I've read so far, she's like the front runner. Best Supporting Actor, Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another. Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. Delroy Lindo for Sinners. Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. This is going to probably one of the 2 guys from One Battle After Another. Although I would love to see it go to Delroy Lindo because I like him. He's in some of my favorite bad movies of all time, like The Core and Gone in 60 Seconds. Best Supporting Actress is probably going to go to Tiana Taylor, who was in One Battle After Another. And the Best Animated Features this year, Arco, Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, and Zootopia 2. I don't know how they award Best Animated Feature, if they go by success or if it's an actual good movie. Because if you're talking success, Zootopia 2 is the most successful film of the year box office wise.
Yeah.
But the one with the most popularity in this category is probably the K-Pop Demon Hunter one.
Demon Hunters, yeah.
So I don't know, but those are like the big awards. I'm not going to go into all of them, but those are the major ones. So they were announced this week. I don't see a must-try craft or brew on our notes here, Mike. So I guess we don't have one this week.
Yeah, I didn't get to it with all the
hubbub.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not suffering the East Coast like we are, we had monster snowstorm this weekend, and all 3 of us are still physically recovering from it. So we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with our main segment, The Career of Eddie Murphy. All right, we're back from a quick little break there, and we're on our main segment tonight. We're looking at the career of Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is one of the most influential comedy stars of all time, exploding onto the scene as a teenage standout on Saturday Night Live before redefining stand-up with landmark specials like Delirious and Raw. He became a box office juggernaut in the 80s with hits like 48 Hours, Trading Places, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, etc. Combining razor-sharp wit with undeniable movie star charisma. In the 90s and 2000s, he reinvented himself again, starring in family favorites like The Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle, and the wildly successful Shrek franchise. His later career brought critical acclaim with dramatic turns in Dreamgirls and Dolomite Is My Name, proving his range extended far beyond comedy. Few performers have shaped stand-up film comedy and pop culture as completely or as consistently as Eddie Murphy. Also like to point out that he had a number 2 hit with Party All the Time.
That's what my girl wants to do.
Yeah, party all the time. Party all the time.
Wait a minute, not what Looking for Robin. Oh, no.
all the wrong paces. No, that was.
I'm gonna get me a shotgun and
That was Buckwheat sings the hits.
Yes.
Tass, feed times the matey. So I am looking at his filmography on IMDb right now. We are only looking at acting credits. We're not looking at anything else. He does have one director credit, and I'll mention that when we get to the movie that he directed, because I think it's a favorite of all of ours. So he started on Saturday Night Live early in the 80s, and probably was the reason that Saturday Night Live did not get canceled. Because after the initial run with Aykroyd and Chevy Chase and all those guys, there was a threat that it might get canceled. And Eddie Murphy came along, kind of saved the show, and it's still running strong today. And on Saturday Night Live, he did create some iconic characters like Mr. Robinson from Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood, Buckwheat, and Gumby.
Gumby, yeah.
Gumby, damn it.
Gumby, damn it.
Now, his first major film role was in 1982 in the buddy comedy 48 Hours, where he plays Reggie Hammond. This is the origin of the banana in the tailpipe joke, which would then get reused in Beverly Hills Cop. 1983 does Trading Places, one of my favorite of Eddie Murphy's films, with Dan Aykroyd playing a homeless man and a guy on Wall Street who switch places. What's the line in this one? Is he's pretending that he doesn't have legs at the beginning, and the cops
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle, I can walk. From there, we get his first music video, Eddie Murphy's Singers. In Saturday Night Live, he leaves in 1984 because at this point he's becoming a film star. He's in a movie called Best Defense. I've never heard of this. It's got a 3.9 on IMDb, so it's probably not worth my time.
Well, wait a minute. You love bad movies, so it may be.
I know, but there's something about this tells me it's just too bad even for me. I'm gonna click on it because I've never heard of this film. Let's see, Best Defense. A military weapons engineer struggles to do his job responsibly, while a hapless tank commander has to live with the consequences in combat years later. Stars Dudley Moore and Eddie Murphy.
Wow, I mean that's a comedic duo.
Yeah, it also stars the future Mrs. Spielberg, Kate Capshaw. Now I'm looking at that and going, yeah, I think I can skip that one. Then what we got? Then he this is where he takes off. I mean, this is the run that we all know and love. Beverly Hills Cop 1984. Get the fuck out of here.
They threw me through the fucking window.
Get the fuck out of here.
I ruined the buffet at the
And then he does return to the banana and tailpipe joke in this film. Then we get the music video I mentioned, Eddie Murphy Party All the Time, which went to number 2. And there's a bunch of music videos. I actually didn't even realize there were this many other music videos that he was involved in. My Lucille with two BB King music videos, and a song called How Could It Be. Then in 1986, we get The Golden Child, a much maligned film. A film that I really enjoy. I love The Golden Child.
It's not a great film, but yeah.
It's not a great film, but he is himself in the film, and he's worth watching. Mm-hmm. He makes the film worth watching to me. My brother Numsi has forgiven me. Numsi. And then I like Golden Child. And so it was originally supposed to be an action film. Same thing with Beverly Hills Cop. Beverly Hills Cop was supposed to be an action film with Sly Stallone.
Oh Jesus.
And Sylvester Stallone likes to rewrite scripts himself, and he was and he was not getting along with the director, so they fired him and brought in Eddie Murphy and decided to make it a straight comedy, and the rest is history.
Mm-hmm.
There was enough action to be considered kind of an action film.
I mean, yeah, it's an action buddy cop film kind of thing. Same thing, Golden Child. Golden Child was supposed to be a little more dramatic, and they decided to turn it into a little bit more of a comedy with Eddie Murphy in it. I like Golden Child. I don't know. I'm a defender of that film.
No,
Go ahead.
It's been a while since I'd seen it, but I can recall watching it and enjoying it.
To me, it's like the Eddie Murphy version of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, pretty much.
kind of a similar like vibe. Then he does Beverly Hills Cop 2, a movie that I think many people like better than the first one. I like the first one.
I like the first one. I like the second one too, but I like
the second one too. But yeah, I know, like, I have friends who.
No, I draw the line at 2.
You draw the line at 2. You're not a big fan of 3. I lost my place here. My page is refreshed.
Oh, you're coming up to one of the best music videos ever, though.
I'm trying to get back to where it was. I just lost my. I clicked on Golden Child by accident, and it took me to the Golden Child page. Hold on, let me get myself back to the filmography here. So he does Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Most professional podcast out there, guys.
Where the fuck is it? Yeah, we are so professional. I don't even know where the hell I was anymore.
After that, he goes into Coming to America.
Coming to America, which is another one of my favorites of his. It's one of the first early films where he plays like multiple characters. Yeah, we got, so he plays, the main character, Princess Akeem, and he plays the barber at the barbershop and the white guy at the barbershop. And then he's the, what's the singer's name? Randy Watson, Sexual Chocolate. I believe the children are the future. Yes. Apple good.
Wash the royal penis.
Yeah, the royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Now my favorite is the good morning, my neighbors. Fuck you. Yes, fuck you too. Soul Glow's great. First film appearance of Samuel L. Jackson. He's the guy trying to rob the McDowells that Eddie Murphy beats up with a broom. Yeah, I love Coming to America. What's Alan watching? I don't know what the hell that is. It's a TV special, it says. Then he does a music video called Eddie Murphy, Put Your Mouth on Me. I don't know this song. I have to look this up.
Oh, God.
That's funny.
That should be the fucking song to lead us into this whole damn thing.
That's going to be the theme song for this episode when I find it.
When you put it on Instagram, tag the song and
Put Your Mouth on Me. That'll be this. Yeah, that'll be the song I play on our promo. 1989. This is the only movie he's ever directed. And he also stars in the film Harlem Nights.
One of my favorite films.
Your favorite films. I love Harlem Nights too. Shut up, It's the beginning when it's the little kid version of his character, and he shoots the guy in the gambling den, and he's like, "That midget just killed that man." He's like, "That ain't a midget, that a kid." Then in 1990, he does another 48 Hours. Yeah, this is kind of where it starts to kind of shift a little bit. Yeah. We're getting into one sequel too many. I remember the Michael Jackson music video. Remember the time he plays the
he played the Pharaoh.
And I like that. It's one of my favorite Michael Jackson songs. All right, 1992, Boomerang, which is a romantic comedy. Really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw it in the theater with my cousin Nikki and my cousin Rika. The three of us went to the theater. We were in the middle, very, very middle of the movie theater. And we were the only white guys.
That was going to be.
It was a theater full of African Americans who are big Eddie Murphy fans. And let me tell you something. It was one of the greatest movie-going experiences of my life. It was fucking awesome. I think the film was funnier because of the audience that I got to watch it with. It was fun. And they were all laughing at me and my cousins because we were like three little white kids in the middle of the theater. I think I was like 14 when I saw this film.
I didn't think Boomerang was that great.
I thought it was funny. It wasn't like great. Like, it's not one of the better films in his filmography, but I got some laughs out of it.
I think I enjoyed the next film more, but this was very good, and it had a real star-studded cast for the time.
Gentlemen.
No, well, that's That's the one that I like, but I'm going back to
Mhm.
Boomerang. You
Oh,
have Eddie
Boomerang,
Murphy,
yeah. Boomerang was
Halle
Boomerang
Berry,
was
David Allen
early Halle
Greer,
Berry.
Martin Lawrence,
Mhm.
Eartha Kitt, Chris Rock, Tisha Campbell. Like these are all big names in the 90s.
Yeah, and this was like a very early film for Halle Berry. She's
Mhm.
really young in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the next one is Distinguished Gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this one where he like
He
becomes
goes for
president or something?
Congress. He uses the name of a dead congressman to win the vote because people just vote. Like he goes and registers under that name and wins it, even though the congressman who had the name previously died, and he's making bank as a congressman. Mhm.
I'll have to check this one. I haven't seen this one. I remember seeing the like trailers for it. It's got a pretty decent cast too. It's a lot of like who's who of like 90s character actors.
Mhm.
So that was Distinguished Gentleman. And then from there, keeps bringing me back to the bottom of the page every time I have to refresh this. This is really pissing me off. So he does Distinguished Gentleman, and then this is kind of like, again, like I said, this is like where it starts going downhill. There's another Michael Jackson music video, a dangerous short film, a couple more music videos, and then Mike's favorite movie of all time, Beverly Hills Cop 3, 1994. Yeah, not a great film. Not a great film. Neither is 1995's Vampire in Brooklyn. Not a great.
That's a movie that Tom wants to forget.
Yeah. Now he does follow it up in 1996 with The Nutty Professor, which has a 5.7 on IMDb, but is a monster hit. I mean, that was a box office juggernaut. I saw that in the theater.
Yeah,
I remember that one pretty well. That was
we got a lot of acclaim for playing multiple roles. I think he represented his entire family at the table.
He was the entire Clump family. Yeah, Hercules. He was everybody but the little kid.
Exactly.
I think they're playing the grandmother, and he's like, God, what was the guy she's talking about? I tell you who I love me that Andy Rooney on 60 Minutes. He's the only white man who ever made me moist. And then we do Metro in 1997.
Okay.
A box office bomb of a film. It's another like return to the streetwise smart mouth cop character kind of thing. 1998, he does one of my favorite films in the Disney catalog, and in a character that I love, Mushu the Dragon in Mulan.
Mm-hmm.
I actually
dishonor you, dishonor your cow.
Yeah, I'm a dragon. I think I actually enjoy his voice work in this more than I do in Shrek.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, like I know Donkey's probably the character, the voice character he's best known for, and he's funny, and I enjoy the character in the movies, but I really like Milan, and I like him a lot as the dragon. 1998, he does Dr. Dolittle. Again, this is another pretty successful film, does really well at the box office.
These are all Disney, aren't they? Dr. Dolittle was Disney or no?
Yeah, he goes on this like run of like a lot of like family oriented films that are either Disney or like Disney adjacent. And then every now and then he throws in something weird like Holy Man in 1998. A movie that doesn't do very well. 1999 he does Life with Martin Lawrence. Have either of you seen Life?
I think I saw it way back. I didn't care for it enough to remember much.
It actually is not a bad film. Now, again, it's like promoted as a comedy because it's Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, but it actually is. I mean, it's funny. It has funny moments. It is comedic, but it does have a darker edge to it that I think a lot of people weren't ready for. It's about two guys that's their life in prison, and the whole story is their life in prison. Then we get Bowfinger in 1999.
This is
Kev, would you like to talk about this one a little bit?
I like this movie. I think it's a great movie. It's him again. I mean, he's playing his twin brother, and the whole thing is Steve Martin is a movie producer and director, and he's got this idea for a movie. He's claiming he has this actor who signed on to do it, which is Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's character, rather, who's the actor. He didn't agree to it, and so what they're trying to do is film shots with him without his knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like stalking him across town and putting him in awkward situations where he has no idea what's going on, but it's really a scene for a movie. You know,
Isn't
and
it like a scene where he's like he's like running across the highway because they're like,
well, that's the twin that they hire to do like the stunts and stuff for the long shots, for the wide shots that you don't really see his face too well on. But yes, he plays his dim-witted cousin or somebody who looks like him at least. And it's really well done. This is a movie I like that has Heather Graham. So that says a lot, right? But she's playing what she is, which is a dim-witted actress.
Well, this is before she stood you up at the prom.
That's right. That's right.
This is an underrated film, I think, in his filmography, and you know, it's a chance to get him to work with somebody like Steve Martin as well. So you get these like two comedy juggernauts together in a film for the first time.
Yeah.
It's an underrated film. It's a good one. Nutty Professor 2: The Clumps in 2000, which to my money is just a money grab. Not a great film, kind of a money grab. And then in 2001, he does Shrek, the voice of the donkey, a movie that is like well loved, well received, and was a monster in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that it spawned not one, not two, not three, not even four, but very soon to be a fifth sequel.
I don't know when I stopped watching Shreks, but I don't think I've seen 4.
I think the third one is the last one I saw.
Yeah,
because it was Shrek 2,
Shrek the
third, and then
Shrek Ever After or something.
Shrek Ever After was the fourth one, and now the next one's Shrek 5, unless they give it a different title.
And then
there were the spin-offs too, because there was the Puss in Boots movies.
There's a couple. There's a whole bunch of Puss in Boots movies.
Yeah. So, but I did the first Shrek I really enjoyed. Dr. Dolittle 2 in 2001, another cash grab. He does a TV show from 1999-2001 called The PJs, which is a stop-motion claymation TV show based on like his life growing up in the projects as a kid. Showtime 2002. That's a box office bomb. One of the most notorious box office bombs of all time in 2002, The Adventures of Pluto Nash. This is a bad film that he somehow roped poor Rosario Dawson into. Then you get I Spy in 2002. Kev, you like this one, right?
I did. I thought it was pretty good. I
thought it was on your top 5 list.
It was. You know what? I put a new top 5 list on because I didn't see where my old top 5 list was.
Your old top 5 list is on the. There was a second tab that I closed out. That I can bring up. Oh, here it is.
Oh, there we go.
Tab 2. There's your list that you had originally.
There we go.
That's why I asked you about this, because you had.
It was based off of a TV series, I believe, or maybe a previous movie.
Yes.
Yeah. And he did a good job. It was a relatively serious role. You know, he was a different kind of agent, I want to say. And I think Owen Wilson played the other straight man. You know,
wow,
it was decent.
I'm in the movie with Eddie Murphy. Wow.
I wake up and where am I at? I'm with Eddie Murphy. Wow.
Daddy Daycare in 2003. So this is like the fall off, man. Like you look at the success he had in the 80s, and then you get into some direct, man.
I mean,
Haunted Mansion.
Oh my God.
A movie that I saw twice in the theater. Once with my wife on a date, and next with Mike and Adrian on a double date. I suffered through this film in the movies twice.
Oh God, it was such a bad movie.
A movie that I'm sure hurts Adrian's heart because she's such a fan of the Haunted Mansion ride at Disney.
That's why the new one that came out was so much better.
The new one, yeah, the new one
Which
wasn't
Owen
great.
Wilson.
Yeah, yes, Owen Wilson was it. The new one wasn't great, but it was so much better by proxy.
The Muppet
Just
one was actually
standing getting next to the other one. Yeah, that Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion was bad. Shrek 2, another monster hit, and actually I enjoyed Shrek 2. That's the one where you find out the father of the king is the frog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
played by John Cleese, I believe.
Yes, John Cleese and
Julie
Andrews was the mother.
Julie
Yeah.
Andrews, yeah.
Father of the Pride, which is a TV series, which he plays Donkey. So he does a couple things with Donkey, like they're either straight to video or all that. 2006, he has a little bit of a renaissance here. He does Dreamgirls, one of his few dramatic roles that he played. He was really good in it and ended up being nominated for the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor for the film. Probably should have won. He lost that year to Alan Arkin for Little Miss Sunshine, which I kind of feel was like a career Oscar for Alan Arkin. I thought Eddie Murphy should have won. The problem was he got nominated, and then right as he got nominated, Norbit came out in the theater.
Oh no!
And people saw that and they were like, "Yeah, we can't give the Oscar to Eddie Murphy," which is a shame because he probably deserved it for Dreamgirls. He was really good in that. That's a good movie too. Then we get Shrek the Third, Shrek the Halls. A lot of Shrek going on. Meet Dave. Is anybody familiar with this movie?
No, not really.
I think that's the one where he plays little people inside Dave's head.
Yes. So it's a crew of miniature aliens operate a spaceship that has a human form. While trying to save their planet, the aliens encounter a new problem as their ship becomes smitten with an Earth woman.
Yeah, that sounds like Oscar winner written all over it.
Yes, this is his second follow-up to his Oscar-nominated film. Then he does, after that, Shrek Ever After. More donkey stuff. Shrek's Yule Log, which sounds like the porn parody version of Shrek.
Him with the dragon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then he does a movie
Donkey.
Donkey. 2011, he does a film called Tower Heist. It's a movie that doesn't do well, but it's actually a pretty good movie. It's him and Ben Stiller, and they're trying to rob this tower or whatever. But they're bumbling idiots who are trying to do this big caper. Then he does a movie called 1,000 Words in 2012, and I think it's like a movie where he tells stories and the stories come true or something. More Shrek. Beverly Hills Cop, 2013 TV movie. Oh, that's is that the fourth one? That's not the fourth one.
no.
I don't know what this one is. TV movie. I don't remember there being a TV movie. He does a few more music. Well, there's a lot of music videos up until 2015. Mr. Church in 2016. Don't know that film very well. More Shrek. Dolomite Is My Name is one of his other big returns. This is a Netflix film. It's based on a true story about this guy who decides he's going to make a blaxploitation movie in the 70s. The movie's called Dolomite. Kev, Dolomite is actually the basis for Black Dynamite.
Dynamite?
Yeah, the Black Dynamite character is based on the Dolomite character. He's like a guy that knows karate and all that shit. Go away, little girl. Plenty of guys named Black Dynamite.
What
Then
kind
he
of donut
does.
wears alligator shoes?
He says sarcastically. Then you got the sequel to Coming to America, Number 2 America. I haven't seen this one yet. It's kind of like in my Rolodex of films I want to check out at some point, but it's low on the list.
Yeah.
Then he does You People, which is a Netflix comedy starring him and Jonah Hill. Very bad reviews on that. Candy Cane Lane, which is another family film.
Family Christmas movie.
Yeah. Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, which is the fourth film, technically. The Beverly Hills Cop. series. And then he does an appearance on the 50th anniversary special for Saturday Night Live. It was a really funny appearance that he makes on that. And then his newest film is a film called The Pickup, which came out last year, but I don't even know where this came out at because I've never heard of it. It's him and Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. I didn't even know this movie existed. So it's the story of a guy whose career like starts out on fire and then somewhere down the line just kind of loses steam.
He changed from what he was to more family oriented. I don't think it's. I mean, some of it were good, family oriented, but he's more about raw.
Yeah, I love we didn't mention that in the filmography. His two stand-up specials that were released as cinematic experiences. It was Delirious and Raw. Both of those were monster hits. And Raw, of the two, Raw is my favorite. Raw is funny, man. But it's like a comedy special that would be really hard to do nowadays.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that stuff.
So Eddie Murphy joined Saturday Night Live at 19 years old, and many credit him with single-handedly saving the show during the early 80s. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood in the mid-'80s, earning a then insane $7 million for Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Wow.
That's nothing anymore. That's like how much catering costs on a film now.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy plays multiple characters in many of his films, sometimes talking to himself for entire scenes, most famously in The Nutty Professor and Coming to America. Beverly Hills Cop was originally conceived as a straight-up action movie until Murphy was cast and casually turned it into one of the funniest action films ever made. His stand-up specials, Delirious and Raw, were massive theatrical releases, not just comedy specials, pulling in millions at the box office. He almost passed on voicing Donkey in Shrek. It makes me wonder who they would have gotten instead. You think I'm guessing Chris Rock.
No, Chris Farley actually was the competition. And
Chris Farley was Shrek.
No, Chris Farley was Shrek.
No, Chris Farley was originally going to be Shrek, but then he died.
Oh, okay.
And they replaced him with Mike Myers.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah, but I'm wondering like who would have played Donkey if Murphy turned it down. I'm thinking they probably would have did like Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Like I said, he earned an Academy Award for Dreamgirls, making a major critical comeback and reminding everybody that he could act when he wanted to. He has a music career, including the 1985 hit "Party All the Time," #2 on the Billboard charts. And his 2019 film "Dolomite Is My Name" is widely seen as one of the best performances of his career, blending comedy, heart, and Hollywood meta commentary in a way that felt perfectly full circle. So here are our top 5 Eddie Murphy films from each of us. Mike, give us your list, sir.
I got Eddie Murphy Raw first. Oh God, I love just swinging his dick.
I like the whole Bill Cosby.
Well, tell
Richard Pryor thing.
Have a
Tell motherfucker, sit down, have a Coke, mouth, shut the fuck up.
You motherfucker just saw Rocky, didn't you?
I would like to talk to you about some of the things in your show.
You can't say motherfucker in your show.
All right, what's your next one, sir?
Oh, Beverly Hills Cop, one of my favorite movies he does. Then,
I know how to play the theme song to Beverly Hills Cop on the piano.
No.
The
I
theme
can
song
play
is
that on the
called,
piano.
theme
Excellent.
song is called Axel. 48 hours.
48 hours.
That's just because you're a big Nick Nolte fan.
Yeah. Followed by Harlem Nights. I loved Harlem Nights. Oh,
I love Harlem Nights too.
And then Beverly Hills Cop 2. I'm like I'm more his early stuff than I am his later stuff.
Yeah. Kevin has his amended list here, which is different from the original list he gave me.
Just ever so slightly. I think I maybe have 1 or 2 changes. Hold on, let me double check.
The only one I don't see on your second list is I Spy.
Right, I Spy. I think I switched out with the Nutty Professor, which I'd rather keep I Spy because Nutty Professor sucked. It didn't suck. It was funny. It was funny for the time. Trading Places, Dan Aykroyd, and Eddie Murphy and oh, come on, Kev. No, not Janet Leigh. Jennifer. No, not Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I'm just gonna
She's a
let you
daughter.
hang there and see if we can figure it out.
Jamie Lee Curtis. There we go.
He just won an Oscar 3 years ago. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah.
There was a Lee in there, sure.
Yeah, there's a Lee in there, and it takes place in Philadelphia, so that's fun. Interesting movie. Coming to America, you know, the royal penis is clean. His you know, back and forth riffs with who was the other employee at McDowell's?
Arsenio Hall was his like boss.
Right.
Anderson.
Louis Anderson was the
Louis Anderson.
I moved
first. You start with toss the lettuce, and then you cook burgers, and before you know it, assistant manager. And you're on fry duty. It's a motherfucker.
I talked about I Spy, so I'm bypassing Nutty Professor. Though I think that was a challenging role to do all the different, you know, and have it work so seamlessly. Shrek, Donkey, some of the best lines, you know, in the movie.
She called me a noble steed.
She called me a noble steed. Can I stay with you, please? And then
a
Bowfinger.
donkey and a dragon. How does that work?
Lot of lube.
Not that much lube because he's
now he's lube. He just put his whole body inside it.
God. And Bowfinger, which we've discussed, and I need to rewatch it. I think it's a really good movie.
Yeah. Here is my top 5. Not much different from you guys. Trading Places is my number 5. I think it's like aside from 48 Hours, the movie that like really made him in the early 80s. Coming to America, because I just think all of the different performances he does in the film are just gold. Number 3 for me is Harlem Nights. Like Mike, it's one of my favorite movies of his. Another like really star-studded cast, and a cool take on like the gangster genre. Number 2 for me is Beverly Hills Cop, the original. I went with no like sequels basically on my list, and I didn't do any of the animated films because, like I said, for me, Mulan is my favorite of his voice work. And I didn't include Raw or Delirious. I didn't want to include the concert films. I just went straight movies with this, which brings me to my number 1. Anybody want to guess?
Dr. Dolittle.
No.
Vampire.
Yeah. It's the movie that I said I will defend because for me, it's the Eddie Murphy version of Big Trouble in Little China.
The Golden Child.
I love the Golden. Of all the movies he's done, I think Golden Child's the one I've seen the most, which is pretty sad.
I would have to say it's Beverly Hills Cop or Raw, the two I've seen the most.
I've seen Raw a lot. I love Raw. Oh man! So that was our career retrospective for Eddie Murphy. Mike,
I do have a fun. Oh, well, hold on. I found a very interesting trivia fact that you forgot to mention.
Okay,
there is a movie that stars both Dr. Dolittles, the Eddie Murphy Dr. Dolittle, and the Robert Downey Jr. Dolittle, and that's Bowfinger.
Okay, I didn't. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Now, if you could find one where he's in the same movie as Rex Harrison, who was the original Dr. Dolittle, then I'd be impressed.
If we could get a multiverse Dr. Dolittle movie where you
I heard that Dr. Dolittle is going to return in Avengers Doomsday.
So is Doctor Who, but that's
so is Doctor Who. Yeah.
Dr. Doom, Dr. Dolittle. All the doctors.
Dr. Jones, they're all coming back. Mike, have any beer trivia or history for us tonight?
Some beer trivia. The earliest known building on the site of Downing Street was a brewery.
Which is, of course, now where you can find the home of the Prime Minister.
Yes.
Cinema quote of the week. Oh, look at this. It's an Eddie Murphy quote.
Yes. The advice I'm not. The advice I would give to someone is not to take anyone's advice. Eddie Murphy.
Sounds about right. I have a bonus trivia cinema quote for us this week because I heard this earlier and I thought this is really cool, and especially because it's from a director that the three of us all like, David Fincher, who directed Fight Club and Seven and all those films. He said in an interview, "I don't finish movies, I abandon them." And I was like, that's really cool. And it's like, to him, like, he never finishes a movie quite the way he wants it to because he always has to stop to do another movie.
Well, he could always do the George Lucas and go back and fix it.
Yeah. I don't think like David Fincher's that kind of director. Like, he's not going to go back and change his previous work. How are our drinks tonight? Kev, are you good?
Well, dude, I don't know if you saw me when I cracked open the Bake Club coconut custard pie. It's thick, and it is sweet. You know, it's good. Yeah, I'm good.
Coconut?
I'm good. It's coconutty. It's sweet. It's very good. I kind of love it.
I'll take your word for it then, because I'm not a coconut guy. I only put the lime in the coconut.
And drink it all up.
Mike, how was your Devil's Backbone?
Good as always.
Yep. And I killed off the last of my old smoky strawberry lemonade whiskey. I definitely have to get some more because I really enjoy the lemonade one. So I'll have to get some more of that at some point. So thank you for joining us tonight for episode 225, a look at the career of Eddie Murphy. We hope you enjoyed listening to the podcast as much as we enjoyed recording it for you. Don't forget, you drop us an email at filmsfermentation@gmail.com or visit linktree.com/filmsfermentation. Find all of our social media podcast links. You can also text us at 904-867-4466 or go to patreon.com/filmsfermentation to support the show. Don't forget to stop by the Crossroads between Pickled and Fermented next week for episode 226. It's our Valentine's Day special. We're going to try something a little different this year for this one. I'm not going to give it away just yet because if I can't get it to work, we might have to pivot. But I do have a special idea for our Valentine's Day episode this year. In the meantime, I'm
Kevin.
Mike. Said you're going to hand out Valentine's to me and Kevin.
Yeah. to my heterosexual life mate and my husband. So this has been the Films and Fermentation podcast. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
And don't forget to pick up your bottle of Buffalo Bill's lotion.